Most men make one painful mistake after a woman pulls away. They believe that if they were good to her, if they showed loyalty, consistency, and care, she'll eventually realize their value and come back. But in the real world, that doesn't happen. Women don't miss effort. They don't miss consistency. And they don't miss loyalty. Unless something shocks their emotional system. Until that happens, you're just a comfortable memory, someone she knows she can live without. She doesn't start missing you when you text her. She doesn't miss you when you post stories trying to look happy. She doesn't even miss you when you pretend you've moved on. She only starts missing you when something changes inside her. When the balance of power flips. When she feels your absence in a way that shakes her ego and her comfort. That's when the missing begins. So, if you want a woman to truly miss you, stop doing what every other man does. Don't beg. Don't check in. Don't try to prove anything. You don't make her miss you through effort. You make her miss you through impact. And impact happens when you move differently. When your silence speaks louder than your words. When your energy no longer revolves around her. In this video, we're breaking down 7 powerful psychological triggers that make a woman finally realize your absence and feel the sting of losing your presence. Number 1. She feels you've disconnected emotionally. A woman doesn't start missing you when you walk away physically. She starts missing you when you detach emotionally. Women are emotional sensors. They can feel when a man's heart is still attached. You could live in the same city, cross the same streets, even post online near her world. But once she senses that your emotions are no longer tied to her, something inside her shifts. It shocks her ego. Because she used to be your priority, the woman you thought about, worried about, cared for. But now it's quiet. No messages. No tension. No hidden emotional pull. Just calm, cold silence. And that silence, it's not anger. It's not drama. It's control. When you emotionally detach, you show her something she's never seen before. A man who no longer seeks validation. And that realization hits hard. She starts thinking, what changed? She checks your stories, reopens old messages, asks mutual friends, but quietly. Because pride won't let her admit she's watching. And that's the power of emotional detachment. You don't fake it, you earn it. You stop asking, how can I get her back? And you start asking, why did I give so much to someone who took it for granted? That's when your peace becomes louder than her memory. And she starts missing not your words, but your emotional presence, the one she can no longer feel. Number 2. She sees you've replaced your focus. When she realizes she's no longer the center of your world, the panic begins. See, most men stay emotionally trapped even after it's over. They stop calling, but their thoughts still orbit around her. They stalk her page, wonder what she's doing, or post just to get noticed. And women can feel that. They always know when you're still emotionally available, even from a distance. So she doesn't miss you, because in her mind you never really left. But when your focus shifts, not toward another woman but toward your mission, your purpose, your evolution, that's when she feels the loss. She checks your page expecting sadness, but finds strength. No passive quotes. No heartbreak posts. Just growth. You look sharper. You sound grounded. You're not trying to prove anything. You're just becoming someone new. That's when her ego starts burning. Because deep down she thought she was the best thing you had. She assumed you'd stay stuck in the memory of losing her. But now you're building a life that doesn't include her. And she's forced to watch from the outside. You're no longer the man who chased. You're the man who rebuilt. And that evolution, that silent transformation, is the loudest reminder of what she lost. Number 3. She notices you've stopped reaching out. There's a day she never talks about, but every woman dreads it. It's the day the messages stop. She picks up her phone expecting a text, a call, a check-in, and nothing comes. No double message. No, just thinking of you. Just silence. At first she brushes it off. Maybe he's busy. Maybe he's playing hard to get. But then the silence grows, and it starts echoing. Days pass. Then weeks. And for the first time she realizes you're really done. Not pretending. Not waiting. Done. That silence hits harder than any argument. Because what she once took for granted is gone. Most men keep giving women emotional comfort, even after being dismissed. They text. They check in. They stay available. That's why she never feels your absence, because you never truly disappear. But when you stop, when you go quiet, not out of anger but self-respect, shakes her control. Now she's thinking, why hasn't he called? Did he forget me? Has he moved on? And those thoughts, they start haunting her in silence. You see, silence isn't weak. It's power in its purest form. When a man stops reaching out, he reclaims the energy he used to give away. And that's when she starts to miss what she thought would always be there. Number 4. She realizes you're no longer emotionally accessible. This is where the real shift happens. A woman might walk away, but she always assumes she can come back. Not physically, emotionally. She believes that no matter how far she drifts, if she gets lonely enough, you'll still be there. Still open. Still available. But when she comes back and finds that door closed, it breaks something inside her. You've changed. You're no longer reactive. You don't explain yourself. You don't take emotional bait. You've learned that emotional access is a privilege, not a right. You're not being cold, you're being clear. Because giving your heart to someone who took it lightly was the old you. Now you're guarded, calm, detached, in control. And when she feels that wall, when she senses she can no longer reach you emotionally, that's when missing turns into regret. She misses not just your presence, but your emotional warmth, the connection she used to control. Now it's gone and she doesn't know how to get it back. Number 5. She sees you getting attention from other women. Nothing burns her ego more than this. The man she once pushed aside now being desired by others. Not fake attention. Not forced jealousy. But genuine interest, the kind that happens naturally when you level up. You're not chasing women. You're attracting them. Your energy's sharper. Your presence commands attention. Your confidence radiates without you even trying. And she feels it. The same man she once overlooked is now a man women admire. And that realization cuts deep. Because now she has to face a hard truth. You were never the problem. When she sees you moving on effortlessly, it triggers a comparison she can't escape. Are those other women getting the version of him I never valued? And suddenly the missing hits harder. Not because she's in love again, but because her ego can't handle seeing another woman enjoy what she once had. Number 6. She can't predict you anymore. The moment she can no longer read you, she starts thinking about you nonstop. Because the mind can't stop revisiting what it doesn't understand. Most men are predictable after a breakup. Texting, waiting, reacting. She knows every move before it happens. But when you change your rhythm, when you stop doing what she expects, stop reacting, stop chasing, you break the pattern. You become a mystery again. And mystery is magnetic. She starts wondering, what's he thinking? Who's he with? Why isn't he reaching out? Uncertainty breeds obsession. And when she can't predict your moves, she starts missing your presence. Not because you're there, but because she can no longer control how she feels about you. You've reclaimed your emotional power. And now she's the one overthinking. Here's the truth, brother. Making a woman miss you isn't about playing games. It's about becoming the kind of man whose absence feels like a loss. When you detach with purpose, rebuild your focus and guard your energy, you stop chasing validation and start commanding respect. She'll feel it. She'll sense it. And when she realizes the peace you found without her, that's when she'll finally understand what she lost. Stay calm. Stay grounded. Stay stoic.